Just one moment of carelessness can turn into a dangerous situation. When humans face wild animals, everything happens fast and unpredictably. Watch till the end to witness the most intense encounters. In just a few chaotic seconds, a loyal dog rushed forward to shield its owner, confronting a fierce attacker and turning an ordinary moment into a real-life, heart-pounding scene. A man stepped into a lion enclosure not by accident, but because he was no longer fully aware of reality. When a predator's hunting instinct meets a human who doesn't resist, everything becomes unpredictable. And this time, the line between survival and the end was thinner than ever.
Although, Gandhi. Hey, Gandhi, no, Gandhi.
She believed she was used to the tiger, that everything was under control. But instinct doesn't give warnings. Just a single moment of distraction, and the roles between trainer and prey were suddenly reversed.
Oh, I'm okay. Oh! Oh!
The night was quiet until a lion appeared right on the balcony. There was no more distance, no more safe boundary. And while the people tried to control the situation, they quickly realized that the decision to stop or not belonged to the lion. It's not always the predator that controls the situation. The man faced a tense lion head-on. Each step forward felt like a challenge, and the lion's roar and advancing posture made the moment increasingly dangerous. But this time, it was the lion that hesitated and eventually turned away. A man stepped into a lion enclosure, not out of bravery, but because he no longer clearly recognized the danger. Standing face to face with a predator, he didn't run while the lion quietly observed. And in that moment, everything depended on a single decision made by the animal. This was a completely uneven confrontation, and it was clear that the power to decide how it would end did not belong to the human. The dog sensed danger, barked loudly, and instantly switched into bodyguard mode, ruining the leopard's element of surprise and forcing it to back off. A purely instinctive move, but highly effective. At first, the lion moved slowly, its gaze calm as if it were simply observing. But in an instant, it suddenly accelerated and charged straight forward. Fortunately, the visitors were inside a vehicle protected by a metal frame. Otherwise, that fragile distance would not have been enough to keep them safe.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No one expected this peaceful afternoon to turn into a chaotic scene in just a few seconds. The elephant didn't go wild for no reason, it was reacting, while the humans could only stand there and watch. When the vehicle was tossed aside like a tree, every plan to stay in control suddenly felt pretty meaningless. And in that moment, everyone understood this was no longer a place for carelessness. An unexpected encounter on the stairs as a raccoon suddenly lunges and attacks a dog. The homeowner quickly steps in, turning a quiet moment into a tense and chaotic scene. Stepping into elephant territory, these visitors thought they were just on a sightseeing trip, until they realized they had wandered straight into the yard of a living tank. And with no way to retreat, even a thin plastic bottle was suddenly upgraded into their final weapon, though deep down, they knew it was completely hopeless. The people inside the vehicle were busy watching the lion, believing the metal frame was enough to keep them safe. They laughed, raised their cameras to take photos, until the lion moved closer and tried to open the door from the outside. In that moment, everyone froze and realized this was no joke when facing a true predator.
Did you lock him, Dad? Oh, he's good.
As the vehicle accelerates, the rhinoceros immediately charges after it, its heavy steps surprisingly fast and relentless. The narrow forest road leaves the driver with few options. Gripping the steering wheel tightly and continuing forward is the only choice. What seemed like a harmless moment quickly turned into a heart-racing situation when the leopard cub wandered too close, curiously eyeing the shoe as if it had discovered a new toy. The man froze while onlookers held their breath. Even a light touch could have shifted things from cute to dangerous in an instant.
Where's my shoe? He's got my shoe. I got that on video.
At first, it was just a seemingly harmless act of begging for food, an elephant stopping vehicles and waiting for a few items to be handed over as if it were an unspoken agreement. But after many repetitions, it gradually realized something. If no one offered anything, it could simply take it itself. And from that moment on, everything changed. Each passing vehicle was no longer just transportation, but became a mobile warehouse that needed to be checked. There was no more waiting, no more luck involved, only a clear process, where humans had little choice but to cooperate if they wanted to continue their journey.
Drive away, they're gonna fucking get it. He's literally chewing on the car.
A pride of lion blocked the road, and the vehicle suddenly became an outsider in their territory. There was no roaring, no sudden charge, just quiet, calculating stares. Yet that calm presence made the moment more tense than ever. Because when predators haven't made a move, no one knows exactly when things might slip out of control.
They're attacking their car. We gotta get this on video. They're not be a witness. They're not even threatened. Yeah, I'm just worried. That's why he wants to get. They are hunting Eric. You're witnessing lions hunt in the wild. If someone.
He's attacking your tire. Hey, he's attacking your...
They sat inside the vehicle, laughing and filming, believing the metal frame was enough to keep them safe. But the lion didn't care about that. It moved closer and bit straight into the tire as if confronting an intruder. And when the tire suddenly burst, everyone realized something unsettling. They had never truly been safe at all.
He actually took... Get out of the way. They all want us dead. I'm gonna take...
At first, the lion quietly followed behind, as if it were just observing. But then it suddenly accelerated and everything changed. The distance quickly closed. It was no longer curiosity, but a real chase. And in that moment, they realized they were no longer the observers. They had become part of the hunt. The lion seemed to have grown tired of where it was and wanted to leave. But the driver understood it wasn't that simple. He immediately pressed the accelerator and moved away from the area before the situation could turn dangerous.
Relax. All of you, relax. 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 Relax.
The visitors were forced to leave their safari vehicle, giving space to the lion. In that moment, it seemed to be the true owner of the area where humans had no choice but to step back to avoid unwanted situations. If you were in their position, would you have made the same decision?
Come on, come on. Shut up.
They thought they were just observing, but to the lion it looked like a challenge between equals. One roar, one hunting posture, and everyone immediately backed away. The house was supposed to be the safest place until a lion appeared right outside the window. It didn't just stand there watching. It growled and pressed closer to the glass as if considering a sudden strike. The space inside instantly felt frighteningly fragile. Only a thin layer of glass stood between them. And if it decided to charge, everything could change in just a few seconds. He thought he was just scaring an elephant, until he realized the elephant understood it as a challenge. And just a few seconds later, both the iron gate and his confidence disappeared without a trace. At first, it only stopped a few small vehicles, a modest little toll station with a fairly humble scale. But very soon, the elephant seemed to realize that the vehicles behind them were where the real supply was. And just like that, the target changed. The bus approached and was forced to stop not because of traffic laws, but because of someone already used to controlling this road. This time, it wasn't a quick inspection. The trunk slowly moved along each door gap, like a systematic inventory check. If earlier it felt like a game of chance, now it had become a process where humans were no longer the ones in control, but merely passengers waiting to see whether they had enough of a fee to be allowed to continue. Tiger can accelerate incredibly fast, reaching about 50-60 km/h in short bursts, enough to take down prey in just a few seconds. But ask yourself this, if that animal in front of it had been a human, would we even have time to recognize the danger before everything was over? Nature always has a way of reminding us of our limits. What you've just seen isn't just entertainment, it's a real survival lesson. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more intense encounters.